Okay, it should be okay now. You should be able to hear me. Hi. Hello. Okay. Wonderful. Let's get back to my impression of Equipage. Hmm. It is very powdery. Not something I would expect from a masculine release, honestly. This doesn't feel manly. I'll say it right now. This could very well be a 1930s feminine release. It's very gray in color, if you could understand. It feels very gray, very textured in a subdued way. Not ashy per se, more like fluffy? No. Dusty. Could be dusty. Dusty is a good word for this. Soapy, definitely. Dry. I say dry is like the dustiness that I'm getting. Very, very, very good. Carnation, not big on identifying notes, but if you tell me that it has a big carnation, I'll believe you. I could not care less about notes in a fragrance. I smell what I smell, and I interpret it as I will. Honestly, if I had to describe this clovey smell, might be a bit of a sweaty aftertaste here. Might be. Maybe a bit of a thorniness. I kind of get what you're saying. I just prefer to not adhere by it. I want to describe a smell and not say, oh, this has carnation, and then like 50 people will not understand it. Hi, Paolo, how are you doing? We're currently smelling Equipage, the original. It's very, very pleasant. If I described Ivoire de Baman, Fleur de Recaillé, Nitsuko as ballroom gown scents, I would describe Equipage as a Baroque kind of gentleman in a 17th century formal jacket and culotte pants, powdered wig, and powdered wig, powdered face, the snootiest, the absolute snootiest person you have ever heard of. This is so elegant and formal in a way that fougères just don't go with. Fougères in general are obviously very formal, but they're also very sharp. Even the creamy ones have a certain sharp factor from a lavender, if you will. You know, amber fougères might not, but certainly aromatic fougères are very sharp. They're pointy, but Equipage is soft in a way which I very much appreciate. This could very well be my favorite classical masculine. These are very big words. Very big words. So instead, I'll say this is in a tie with Pour un homme de 40 and Le Troisième Homme in the best classical men's fragrance category. This might be too quick to say. I could flip on this the next day. That's the thing. We don't know. But so far, on first impressions, my socks never even been on my feet. My mind, bro, those ordinances, they were never even unexploded. They didn't even leave the plane unexploded. My mind, yeah. This twice over. Awesome is just such an inappropriate word to use on this because awesome makes it sound like I'm treating it, childishly. This is a brilliant composition. This is a better way to call it. It's brilliant. I don't care how many stars Luca Turin gave it, but that is it. Anuj, how are you doing, my friend? What is your scent of the day? Currently, we are thoroughly impressed by Equipage, the OG by Hermes. I told, the people here that I think this, along with Le Troisième Homme and Pour un homme de 40, is my favorite classical masculine of all time, which I know is a lot to say, but genuinely, this could change, but from first impressions, I am holding Equipage in a very, very, very high regard. How are you doing, Anush? Yeah, wow. I did not know they made men's fragrances like this. I've smelled many a similar fragrance like to this in the women's. Ivoire du Maman actually comes to mind. Yeah, it certainly they do have a line. It's not a complete parallel, but there is a line that goes between Ivoire du Maman and Equipage. Guy Robert just slay this one. I can see why people regale him is a bad word for this. Herald him could be a great word for this. Treat him with such regard. Yeah. Brilliant. Just brilliant. Definitely need more time with this, because it could change, but it's brilliant. So yes, that is Equipage on the left wrist. Next up, something I am dreading. I am dreading this one. Ask Anuj. I got the decant from him in my backup bottle of samsara. I got samsara. I got it in my backup bottle of samsara. And so that's the sample. I would not know if it's a vintage. Probably is vintage. Ask Anuj. So, from one I'm pleasantly surprised by to one which... Do I? No, that's just the lighting. The lighting just does not do me any favors. That's just, it's just the lighting. I am very, very in control of myself. It's just 2 light bulbs have burnt out on me, and I am waiting for my father to replace them. So, Hugo Boss number 1. Not looking forward to this. It's gonna be on the left bicep, because I need some distance. This is gonna be awful. I could just... Is it awful? I'm not sure. Let's, Let's give it a little time. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is... This is challenging. Certainly. It smells. There 100% urinal cake factor in Hugo Boss number 1. We're doing Hugo Boss number 1. This smells. It's not for me, guys. I'm sorry. It's just... I'm not... I don't think I enjoy pissy honeys. I don't think I do. It's... Yeah, this... It's... I'm sorry. It's just... I don't like it. I don't enjoy this. It is sticky. Urinal cake, of course, but as for any, overarching, good thing about it, I just... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I don't I don't like it. Ramsey can like this. It's fine. Dushan, you can like this. It's fine. It could very well be the classic you speak of. I just do not appreciate this one bit. It's vulgar? No, it's not vulgar. I'd say the way this makes me feel, it's like this is a very rounded disgust that I'm feeling. Creeped out by the scent, perhaps. Disturbed by the scent, perhaps. It's not a full-on assault on my senses. Like, it's not a rite of spring. It's not a what's his name? Rimsky-Korsakov, Flight of the Bumblebee. It's pit in the stomach disgust. You can turn away from this slowly and walk away. You're in no particular danger when faced with this. But you do not want to be there. Get out. Just get the fuck out of there. Absolutely abhorrent. I'm not going to disrespect it by saying that modern amberwood fragrances are better than this for how it made me feel so negatively about it. It deserves applause for it. I will say I tolerate them more than this, but it's not. Do I like vintage kudos more than Hugo Boss #1? Yes, but that doesn't mean I like vintage kudos. Both of these make me feel bad. Both of these suck. Oh, Rich is live streaming. If you want to leave and watch him, by all means, I am not forcing you to stay here. If you want to stay here, I appreciate you more than you could ever know. Let's continue with the stream. Salome, I also don't like Salome. It's very, very off-putting to me. Like, I know that DJ weird fragrance extraordinaire and known pretentious git says that Salome is basic. I was off-put by Salome. Off-put by this as well. Yeah, I'm no, I don't like. I gather from this that I only enjoy animalics when they're done in very classical fragrances. Mitsuko has some animalics, but it's not animalic. Rochafon has some animalics, is not animalic. Hugo Boss No.1 and Saint Laurent Cruz are animalic. Charles Jourdan Un is animalic to me. So, with that said, I am not going to spray any more of this. I am my own man, and as much as I do appreciate you guys and want to give you what you want, I will not do something that I actively dislike. Actively, not disdain, but actively am repulsed by, in a physical way, not in an ideological or artistic way. I'm not going to do it. So, final comment on Hugo Boss No.1. If you like it, good for you. I hate it so much. Thank you for listening. That's that. That is that. That is that. Moving on to the right arm. The right arm. We are stuck between two fragrances. We got Aramis New West and Eau du Cologne Imperiale by Guerlain. I think we should save Imperiale for last and do Aramis New West. I've heard a lot of good about Aramis New West. Let's see what it has to offer. You know, I also smelled cool water in the duty-free section of the airport back when I smelled the Coco and the Modern Mitsuko, and it's actually not bad. It is properly rated. It's a good, cheap fragrance. Well, cheap, I say. Affordable fragrance. No fragrance is truly cheap. Because any non-essential that costs money is not cheap. You have to go out of your way to waste money on it. So, Aramis New West. It's a very sticky aquatic. There is a sea foam, sea breezy background to it. You know, the mise en scène. But it is stickier than an average aquatic to me. It's good, but I wouldn't... In a way, this reminds me of Nautica Voyage. This is Nautica Voyage's older brother. There is a bit of an upright posture thing to the way that New West carries itself. If Nautica Voyage is a very artificial smelling and harsh, well, not harsh, but very noticeably not not organically smelling. This follows in that footstep, but does it in a way which, first of all, doesn't make you think of it that intensely, and second of all, in a much more adult execution. From the aquatics that I've smelled so far in the Nuge Decant series, I'd say I prefer Voyageur over Newest and Nautic Voyage. Voyageur was very, very good. I would not say that I hate Newest and Nautic Voyage. They're good. Voyageur is just better. I'm partial to aquatics, so again, the rankings are relative, but objectively, I do enjoy them. I do very much enjoy them. It very much feels like a watermelon by the beach fragrances. This Newest, it's a very short, not shorts, but it's shorts, striped sailor shirt, straw hat, sunglasses, glass of tropical cocktail, and watermelon. Yeah. New West is okay for an aquatic. So, last up, I know kind of a short stream, but whatever. Oh wait, it's not a short stream. It has an added on tech time from when we had the little kerfuffle. So, last up, we're doing Eau de Cologne Imperiale by Guerlain. Let us explore. So, okay. Oh, what is this? Okay. It's very, very tangy, very sharp. It's pinching you. It's fizz. Yeah, it's just a traditional eau de cologne. Very, very good. I'd say I prefer eau de Guerlain over eau de cologne impériale. But I do enjoy the sharpness in this. It is very, very invigorating. Puts a smile on your face. How invigorating this is. Huge bright citruses, lemons, oranges. This feels like a freshly shaven man. But maybe a freshly shaven man in the 40s. But a very formal one, could even say a dandy in the 40s. I know, kind of giving it a more modern time period than 1853. But it is what it is. Again, from the range of Lizu, of Guerlain, I'd say that Eau du Guerlain is my favorite, but Eau de Cologne Imperiale is still very, very good. So, I say this is where we cap the stream off because I'm I'm feeling tired. I'd say I'm feeling tired. So, in a few words, what I thought of each perfume, Equipage, brilliant, awesome. Boss number one, horrible, disgusting, stomach churning. Regret even putting it on. Sorry for that. Newest, sticky, aquatic. Actually, no, it's developing in a way which I don't really find pleasant. Yeah, I don't enjoy how this is drying down. It feels a little burnt, a little off. And Eau de Cologne Imperiale feels very antiquated. Honestly, scratch the 40s thing. This is 1800 smelling. It is very, very medicinal and not caustic, but old timey. Harsh in a way that feels unfamiliar. So yeah, that is that. No scent of the night talent show because I'm feeling a little drowsy, as some of you might be able to tell. So I'm ending the stream now. I won't be joining the chat in Rich's stream because again, I'm too tired. My social battery in terms of speaking to you guys has run out. So thank you very much to whoever tuned in, and I will see you guys the next time.